Now, what in the carnival is going on here? So I have a clip that I want to show all you fine folk that gives you a good idea of just how idiotic and immature some passengers can be on board cruise ships. They ain't been nowhere. Because they haven't been anywhere, they act out just like this. I'm going to show you in the video clip. I also think it's very unfortunate that there is so many bad conversations and as far as the reputation when it comes to Carnival. However, I would argue that sometimes Carnival does slip up here and there. They have a lot of ships. I'll elaborate later on in the video with more details and giblets, but I would primarily say it's more so the people. By the way, full transparency here, there are a couple little naughty sailor words in this video clip, so if you have children that you're watching this video with, you might want to tell them to skedaddle for about 15 seconds.
Hey, oh my, oh shit.
So what the fuck you doing?
I'm trying to fix it.
You don't touch that shit. Hold on.
Do not touch that shit, baby.
That Jeremiah, you broke it. I know your big ass broke it.
We leave it.
You the only nigga here that's as strong as me, so I know your ass broke it. He the one that broke it.
Time to go.
I have to admit, in this social media world, this digital revolution that we're living in now, it's very interesting that you have all these people that are quote-unquote self-snitching. They're telling on themselves. They are literally recording themselves damaging property, thousands of dollars worth of potential property, recording it and putting it online for potentially millions to see. Now, this clip looks like it took place on a newer Carnival ship. If I had to guess and what I've seen based off of the comments, the Carnival Mardi Gras or potentially the Carnival Celebration, I have been on both ships, but nevertheless you have, I guess it looks like maybe people that are in the range of maybe early 20s roughly to mid 20s that are just kind of hanging out, and at the time of the clip claiming that somebody broke it. They seem to be kind of joking around. If I was a betting man, and I'm not, and I'm also not one to assume, but judging off of, I want to say, the emotions of these kids, teenagers, whatever you want to call them here, it looks like somebody in that group may be guilty of actually breaking that, I don't know, that's lighting or like the ceiling or whatever that is in that hallway on board that particular Carnival ship. Either way, it is disrespectful to the Carnival name, and well, somebody's gonna have to pay for that, and that's the unfortunate part. This right here is exactly why we cannot have nice things. When I talk about Carnival, yes, there is a lot of tea, drama, issues, problems that are just kind of put all over social media, putting Carnival Cruise Line a bad light. But when you have people like this, I would assume these young adults here that are just kind of laughing it off, they have bad broad upsies. They just simply haven't been anywhere. When they see stuff like this, they think of it as more humor than it is potential safety risks. Like, think about it. Imagine if Grandma Mildred just happened to be walking down that hallway and that scaffolding or whatever, that ceiling rather, just decided to fall over right on top of her. It wouldn't be so funny then. It's also going to be a situation where you have a lot of people that see these videos and clips that have been put online and think they're going to repeat the same thing without having to deal with any consequences. And well, just like that, we have these incidences repeat themselves over and over and over again. Obviously, we can't know for sure if those young adults there are the ones that actually made that ceiling area fall down. But like I said, the fact that they're recording it and looking at the reaction, it does, one, potentially incriminate themselves. Well, I don't know if it's actual crime or not, but it is destruction of property. And then just keep in mind too, on any modern ship these days, normally what you're going to see is about 2,000 to 3,000 cameras. So I guarantee you in that hallway, if Carnival were to look back and see what exactly happened and they find that it was those kids because they found it via that video that was originally posted on TikTok, now they're going to be in some serious trouble, and unfortunately they could risk banning, fines, or what have you. The responsible thing would have been very simple. Just go on the phone and call somebody that is working with Carnival, any of the crew on board. Let them know of this potentially hazardous situation that is currently there. Don't touch anything. Don't go near the area. Sure, laugh, joke, and you could say what the Carnival is going on here by all means. But at the same time, if you are not being a responsible adult and making sure you're avoiding any situations to happen to you or any of the other passengers on board, which could affect their overall experience, I do believe based off this video, this group here in its entirety is definitely in the wrong. But maybe I'm just getting old. My age is catching up with me, and I don't just like seeing these whippersnappers having such a good time. Being completely honest with all of you, I do think it is disappointing and sad that there are people out there that sail with Carnival that make the entire brand look, well, as people would put it, Walmart of the seas, trash, or even ghetto. Personally, I don't think it's any of those things. I do believe we have some bad apples in the bunch that get on the ship, and well, they end up causing a lot of drama, the fights, all the horseplay, the disorderly conduct, and just like that, it gets put on social media, and boom, you have a situation where the entire brand is tarnished and everybody thinks that Carnival as a whole is a cruise line that is, well, not to be dealt with. However, nevertheless, there's still people that don't really care. People like me. I've been on Carnival ships where there has been no incidences whatsoever. I've been on some where unfortunately there has been, well, a scrap or two. Either way, it does not mean that I think that Carnival as a whole is the problem. There are some people, like I said, they just haven't traveled much. They can be very ignorant to a lot of things, different cultures and just different upbringings and just different people and different personalities. And just like that, when you have those clash, you get these emotional, immature people. Just like that, we are going to see the effects of it, and you're going to have potentially the Carnival name in itself suffer. I would also like to add that Carnival has many, many ships within their fleet, and they do sail out of ports that a lot of cruise lines simply don't sail out of. I believe like South Carolina, the only Carnival sails out of there. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't sailed out of that port, and New Orleans and all these other places where you have people, like I said, maybe they just haven't really traveled much. Carnival has some of the best people of all the cruise lines. I would always say that Carnival is your average Joe's cruise line. When you have average Joe's, normal, hardworking, potentially blue collar people, well, you're gonna have a situation where there's some people in that honestly, and I'm being real with all of you, should not be traveling because they don't know how to act. To be clear here, because I know somebody's gonna try and take this and twist it to some weird direction, I don't believe that based off of your income or where you come from, because I grew up very, very poor. Me and my 5 brothers and sisters grew up in a trailer. I just believe that you have a lot of people that are aggressive, a lot of people that are emotional, a lot of people that have no travel etiquette, and they're not willing to learn anything. They're very stuck in their ways. They will take their personality and their mindset from at home, wherever it is they come from, and bring it on the ship. And that's just not the way to go about it, considering you are going to be potentially with thousands of people that are from different places other than where you come from. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I know this was a short video. Hit that like button on your way out. And, well, I'm curious to see what all of you fine folk think. Am I just getting old? Am I ruining a good time for these young kids out there, these seedlings, from just enjoying themselves on a cruise and just not letting kids be kids? Let me know. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you later. Take it easy.